Yo, welcome back to Textual
Conversation.
Hey, so glad y'all coming back again. Hey, right now we're going to look at 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting at verse 24. It says, Do you not know that all who run the race all run, but only one receives the prize? He says, so run that you might obtain it. Paul is talking about the Isthmian Games here, and these Isthmian Games were highly competitive, highly highly lucrative, as well as dominant sports, and they ruled the day, almost like the NBA does today. And this sport was so in high demand. People had to train, and you couldn't wait till the day of the Isthmian Games. You had to train for so many years prior to the Isthmian Games, and you got to figure out a way to take care of yourself and provide for your family, because they didn't have sponsors like Nike and Under Armour. You had to provide for your family and still do these things. And Paul says, do you not know that all of the runners, they all run? That's nothing deep, Paul. We know when you went to a race, you saw everybody on the field, they all ran on the track. That ain't nothing new. What are you saying, Paul? He said they all run, but only one take home the gold. And he's saying we should run in such a way that we might obtain it.
So what are you obtaining?
He said you're obtaining applause from heaven and a well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. Let me make you ruler over many. But he says every athlete exercise. He says what's important here is not you running the race. What's important is what happens because you decided to run the race. What happens is that you decided that you were going to run the race, meaning you was going to run and train, you was going to eat the right things, you were going to drink plenty of water, you was going to check your electrolytes. I mean, you decided to do this, and therefore you exercise, what did he say? Self-control. You wasn't sitting up there eating cheeseburgers knowing that you're going to run this race. You didn't overdose on alcohol knowing you was going to run this race. He says that you knew self-control. You said no to some things. You passed on some things because you had a goal in mind. And my brothers, sisters, cousins, homies, and friends, we got to realize what our goals are in front of us. And we got to make sure, based on our goals, that we make decisions that's going to get us closer to our goal. Wise man the young man asked the wise man, said, how do I get to Mount Olympus? He said, very easy. He said, just make sure every step that you take you closer to Mount Olympus.
And that may also mean that you have to lay some things aside. Because you can't run heavy. You have to run light.
Come on, Key. Come on through, Key. Come on through, Key.
So that means circle got big, everybody can't go.
Circle got big, everybody can't go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so he says lay down these things, but not only he say lay down, he said practice self-control. That's not what somebody else controls of you. That's you controlling you. If you tell yourself no, nobody else will have to. No, I can't have no chocolate cake.
What?
Nah.
No Buffalo Wild Wings chocolate cake.
Ooh, Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, Buffalo Wild Wings got a special anointing. They got a special anointing, boy. Those are angel wings on them wings right there. Those are angel wings on those wings. They are anointed. Yeah, I've been called the Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey, we're looking for a sponsor. Buffalo Wild Wings, holla at us. All right. Thank you for Textual Conversations.